Hi everybody! Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am here to share my latest, and this one will be in my Etsy soon after this video. That's my goal today. Okay, it is a themed one. It is spring, happy, joyful, and a little bit of Easter sprinkled in. Okay? So, it's my favorite way to do it, with just 2 pieces of cardstock sewn together, glued and sewn together. It is 2 signatures. It is beautiful lace on the spine, and little teeny beautiful flowers all over. I've used images from the Innkeeper and from Mrs. Coggs, and if I think of them as I go through, I'll point them out. But this first image is definitely from the Innkeeper. Isn't that beautiful? Little postcard that she has. The closure is eyelets and this really pale pink ribbon. I got, if you can see it, this beautiful yellow seam binding from the Paper Soul, Laura's shop over on Etsy. And she wrapped it, and then she put this little tag on it. Isn't that adorable? So I had to use it. And a little button. And let's go inside. This bind has been reinforced with chipboard and lace. Excuse me. Here we have some pretty spring green washi tape. And Mrs. Coggs' kit that I used is Peter Cottontail, or Peter Rabbit. Dang. Is there a difference, or are they the same? Oh my goodness, I don't know. Okay, Peter. And he's jumping into a watering can right here. I've started both signatures with a gorgeous calendar page, which so shouts spring to me. Okay. And of course, on the other side, I have a pocket, which I like to do on my calendar pages. This one is a notebook that has, that was it, Tracy Fox. I've used Tracy Fox in here also with her lovely labels. And there's a wee bit of paper, half dozen pages or so, I think, for journaling. And that goes in the pocket. Then there's a pocket on the outside from Artie Mays. That was the other one. Sorry, Artie Mays. Oh my goodness. They'll come to me as we go, I'm sure. And a matching journal card. And then this is from the Innkeeper. Isn't it beautiful? Her little postcards for Easter. This is plain writing paper, lined paper, that I've tea-dyed and stenciled. Since my hand is still healing, there's very little stamping in here, because, well, it hurts. So, I try and stay away from things that hurt. This is Mrs. Coggs, no, this is Artie Mays, this is Mrs. Coggs. And it's a tuck spot for this cute little tag, which is also images from Mrs. Coggs. I've done some lines on a few pages. And then we have paper clip with this gorgeous yellow seam binding. Isn't that pretty? Crinkly and beautiful. And we have an envelope from Artie Mays. That, look at that. I think that she intends for you to write on there also. It's a junk journal. You can write everywhere. And there's a journal card on the inside. Artie Mays and Mrs. Coggs. The paper clip was also holding in this journal card. And I've taken an image from Mrs. Coggs' kit and wrapped it around. So it's so cute. The cutest journal card you've seen all day, I'm sure. Anyways, we have pink paper, lined and not lined. This is from Artie Mays' little pocket. I've added some very vintage Singing in the Rain music paper. Rain and spring, they go together, right? And she also has a library card. And then I've left it open behind for another Innkeeper postcard. Isn't that one cute? The screens Easter, and then just some brown paper on the back. Stenciling is much easier on my wrist for now. Okay, it's a Patricia envelope, and I've left it open behind for this tag. Stenciling and stamping. My one of the very few stamps in here. Backed with tea-dyed paper and sewn around it. Some pretty floral paper with some crochet lace trim backed onto tea-dyed paper. And then the envelope has some pretty lace on the flat. Open it, and it has some pattern paper and a journal card from Porch Swing Designs. Beautiful Artie Mays. Got one. You have to talk nice to it, and sometimes it allows you to turn the page. So, center of the book, little doily. Goodness, it's not good with this left hand, but I really can't do it with my right hand. I feel dumbfounded. How many things you don't even think about when you use your left hand, and then you can't, and it's like, my goodness, I feel, I don't know what I feel, it's just, it's annoying, that's what it is. Okay, here's a die cut with a floral stamp, bit of vintage music paper, and faith. Turn it on the back, and this is the flap for another envelope. This one has some pattern paper, an image from Mrs. Cox, and then it might be hard to see, but it says Happy Easter on a little bit of washi. This is just some distressed lined note paper and another image from Mrs. Cox. This is also from Artie Mays. Envelope with a matching, come on, oh, difficult then, matching journal card. And the other side, this journal card, it's today, an image from Mrs. Cox, and lines. Now, I was thinking about this. I recall, many moons ago now, Oprah Winfrey, she had this thing where every day she would take out her book, journal, diary, what have you, and write down 5 things that went right that day, that were good. That sometimes she had to stop and think about it, but there you go. You got space for 5 things that went right on this day, on this page. Awesome. Sometimes we forget the things that go right when everything starts going not right. There's another image from Mrs. Cox. The tuck spot for this tag with Artie Mays leftover paper I had, backed onto cardstock, and pretty vintage trim. A pocket from Artie Mays, and another journal card. And then in this calendar pocket, we have a poem that I liked, and I wanted to share it with whoever got this book. And I can't open it because it wants to remain a secret, I suppose. And it's also room for journaling. And that is the first section. Isn't that gorgeous? And now for the second. Very pretty. In this pocket, we have another notebook. Upside down notebook. That I've just sewn in a few pages. Another pocket from Artie Mays. Another journal card. Lots of places to write in this book. An image that I just glued all the way down. Isn't that cute? And some more lines. See what I mean when it says it has his spring, but it's got a slight Easter vibe to it also. At least that's what I thought. Okay, this is Tracy Fox and her newer label digital kit. It's really cool. Just some random papers from my stash. This is from the 1901 notebook. That is written by somebody from 1901. Little image from the kit. And it flips open for more journaling. And it's also a tuck spot for a large Artie Mays tag. And then this beautiful little girl comes from a 1960s Ideals book. So I wanted to get mostly just her, and so I had to position it so that there was like an inch, maybe 2 inches on the other side that I could sew in. So I'll show you what I did with that. It has the poem on it. You can write up in the clouds, however you want to do that. I took apart a greeting card, using it for a tuck spot for one of my vintage heavy-duty index card dividers that are very cool. I put some pretty flowers, paper on it, sewn around it, eyelet, bulb pin, bead dangle. It's the middle of the second signature. We've got some stenciling here on the flap. Again, Artie Mays. On the inside we have, I was watching a Gina Weissman video, and she had stamped on muslin, and then she went on to make like this puffy, quilted almost journal card. It was interesting, but I didn't have anything to puff it with, so I just sewed it onto an index card that you can still journal on. There's some Artie Mays paper, and then just an image I found of a watering can. Big journal card. And then, whoop, and then Artie Mays tag. Big tag. And then we have another card that I took apart. And we have some chevron lines. And you can journal on the back. And there's a bulb pin and a bead dangle. A little more lines. Okay, this was the little piece left over from the girl. And so I added 2 Artie Mays envelopes to it. So you've got this envelope, which has another Innkeeper postcard with some brown paper on the back. And that goes in the big one. And then the smaller one we have, this journal card from Artie Mays. And I left it open for more journaling. Okay, then we have another flip out with Tracy Fox, 1901, Mrs. Cogs. Flips open, and a large tag from Artie Mays. Another image from Mrs. Cox, isn't that pretty? And some more lines. Beautiful paper. Last pocket from Artie Mays with a journal card and a postcard from the Innkeeper. Beautiful. And then the last pocket, I took inspiration from Patricia Viramontes. She had some really big envelopes, and she embellished the heck out of them. They were just beautiful. Okay, so I didn't go quite that crazy because I don't know how to do that. But I did have some vintage book page and some gorgeous Tim Holtz washi for the front cover. And then on the back, I've just put book page, distressed it, some music paper and journals by Janine. These are her paper dolls. Aren't they cute? And then on the inside, Patricia just put papers for you to journal in. I decided to leave the flap so that it was a pocket. And just threw a bunch of pages together that I thought looked nice. It's a tag with another image from the kit with a bow. And then on this side, more beautiful papers. And my one and only bunny stamp. Very Easter, I think. And some crochet trim on the top. Oop, I'm falling. Okay. And that's the last one. Just gorgeous, gorgeous calendar. And we have the last image from Mrs. Cogs and green washi. And that is my very spring little sprinkle of Easter junk journal. I hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, and if you really like it, share it. Share it with someone you love. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.